Welcome to another tech tip from D.R. McNatty and Associates. Today's tech tip is creating a unified cash flow curve using a P6 duration only schedule and unified cost sheet data. I'm just going to move over to P6. There's three things that need to have been set up in order to get the data from P6 to unify. Firstly, we had in Administer menu the application settings so that you can create the P6 to Unifier association. Secondly, within the EPS screen and off the Actions menu, for the particular P6 schedule, in Project Preferences, you would create the link between that schedule and the Unifier project. Lastly, you would have the cost codes from the Unifier cost sheet assigned to all the appropriate activities in the P6 schedule. You can see here that we have the CBS column, and I had already assigned cost codes to every activity in this example P6 schedule. So in order to get the data into Unifier, you would just simply click the Actions menu, go to the Import Export menu item and click Send to Primavera Unifier. Doing this, we're going to get a confirmation message that will pop up. Just confirm that data has been sent across. I'm just going to click OK. And now I'm actually going to move over to the Unifier environment. So this is the Unifier project that has been linked to the P6 schedule. I'm just going to quickly show you the cost sheet for this project, going into the Cost Manager, Cost Sheet subnode, and I'm just going to open up the project cost sheet. As you can see, when it comes up, there is a number of cost codes that have been set up to this cost sheet. The two that we will be looking at in particular are the ones with cost data associated. So that's the site design and site excavation cost codes. And they have been assigned cost data through the budget approval business process. That is one of the out-of-the-box business processes that comes with the cost controls application. Just going to close this down. The other thing I'd like to show you is the schedule sheet for this Unifier project. I'm just going to open up the master schedule sheet. You can see that it's in bold. And you can see the P6 data is now populated within this Unifier schedule sheet. And you can see the corresponding P6 CBS is the cost codes. So I'm just going to close that down. So now we're going to create the cash flow curve. So within the Cost Manager, I'm going to go to the Cash Flow subnode. I'm going to click New. I'm going to select Detail Curves. This will bring up another window, and the key thing to change here for this particular example is the detail level. I'm just going to change that to WBS. So this means the grouping is going to be by cost code level. I'm just going to add a name. And now I'm going to move to the Curves tab. So now I'm going to add one of the curves, and I'm actually going to use a baseline curve. Again, this is one of the three curves that come with the cost controls application: baseline, actuals and forecast. I'm going to use the baseline one. Just going to select it. The three areas that we need to set here are the distribution profile, the cost data, and where the dates are coming from. So in the distribution section, I'm going to select auto by default profile per WBS, which is the cost codes. I'm going to select the details button. I'm now going to use the bulk edit feature to set distribution profiles for all of these cost codes. Simply select all the rows, click bulk edit. This comes up with the distribution profiles available. There are 4 by default. I'm going to select the S curve and click select. What this will do, once this window closes, is it automatically populates all the rows, all the cost code rows, with a default profile being the S curve. I'm just going to click save. Now we need to select what data the curve is going to use. So in this case, within the cost section, I'm going to select distribute amount from cost sheet column. You probably saw from the cost sheet, we only had cost data that was with the budget approvals business process. So that's the only item we're going to see within the drop down list. So I'm going to select that. Within the schedule section, so these are the dates that are going to be used, or rather the date range that the curve is going to use. I'm going to select the used dates from a schedule sheet. I'm going to click select. This will show me all the schedule sheets that are available to be used with this curve. I'm going to select the master schedule sheet one, that's the one in bold. You can see that you can create cash flow curves with non-master schedule sheets as well. I'm going to click open. And then the from date and to dates, I'm just going to simply select start date for the from date and finish date for the to date. So what that's going to do is, remember, this cash flow curve is by cost, is at cost code level. So for all activities that are grouped by a specific cost code, it's going to look at the earliest start date and the latest finish date and used those dates for the date ranges within the curve. Okay, so I'm going to click OK, and this will actually bring the curve up. And there you can see, here is our cash flow curve using the dates from the schedule sheet, using the cost data from the budget approvals business process that was in the cost sheet. In the bottom pane, you've got the overall summary level for the curve. I'll double click to bring up the details. So this can give you the details at the WBS, i.e. the cost code level. Remember, we had the 2 cost codes that had cost data, which was site design and site excavation. And their amounts, which was the 250,000 for each, was distributed based on the from and to dates that we had set up for this curve. Thank you for watching this text tip on creating a cash flow curve with P6 duration only schedule and cost sheet data. For more tips or information or other services, please visit drmcnasty.com. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.